I think just being in a creative space with like people who can celebrate our bodies.
What is it? I don't understand the whole, oh, we're going to celebrate our bodies. For what? What are you celebrating? Gluttony? The fact that you can put down an entire pepperoni pizza by yourself with garlic knots? What is there to celebrate? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Melina, formerly fat, currently fed up, and today we are checking out some fat acceptance, fat delusion videos that I found on Instagram. I was originally recording on my PC, but for some reason OBS decided to keep crashing on me, and I simply do not have the time to be dealing with that. We are moving right now. Today we will be moving, and I wanted to record this quick video for you guys, so I'm gonna do it on here. Totally fine. As a friendly reminder, all of my merch is 25% off if you use the code HOLIDAY25. Thank you very much to everyone who has bought my merch already. It does mean the absolute world to me. And please consider subscribing if you're not already. Over half of my audience are not subscribed to me, so that would be very cash money of you. I'm going to do a screen recording on my phone. And before we continue, I would like to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, Bellesa. My friends at Bellesa and I are literally sending out free vibrators or gift cards for vibrators to everyone who signs up to my giveaway. As you may know, Bellesa is a bi-woman company for everything sexual wellness. We all know that I value all things health and wellness, and yes, that does include sexual health. Bellesa's mission is to inspire everyone to embrace, explore, and celebrate their sexuality. The first thing I want to show you guys is easily one of my absolute favorites. It is the Air Vibe. The Air Vibe has dual stimulation, and it comes in this absolutely adorable, discreet, compact case, which it also is a charging case. The Air Vibe is waterproof, and it also is silent but deadly. More importantly, they have come out with the Air Vibe Pro. Look at this beautiful color again in the compact charging case. The Air Vibe Pro stays true to the original. However, it does come with many requested changes. It has improved controls, stronger vibrations, it has a longer battery life, and even better, it comes with a remote control. Did not think that the Air Vibe could get any better, but they blew it out of the water with this one. And finally, another fan favorite, which is the Thumb. It comes in this adorable glasses looking case, which also is chargeable. Now the Thumb is incredible because it replaces all outside stimulation toys that you may have. This one obviously vibrates. It also has the suction function, and the best part is the thumping function. So no matter what type of pleasure or stimulation you like, I promise Bellesa has something for you. And again, we are sending out either free vibrators or free gift cards for vibrators to everyone. Yes, everyone who signs up to my giveaway, which is posted down below. Again, thank you to Bellesa for continuing to sponsor this channel. It does mean the absolute world to me, and I appreciate all of you guys who interact with my sponsorships. Now, back to the video.
I just wish straight-sized people could experience what it's like looking for clothes as a fat person in a store. Just one time. Just one time. I'm at Marshall's, and there are, I think I found 4 dresses my size on clearance that are like sundresses. That's it, nothing in the regular racks. Can't find shit anywhere. It's crazy. What am I supposed to do?
You could lose weight. Just throwing that out there.
I might have to not go to a fucking event because I can't find clothes. There was more selection at the vintage store.
Then go back to the vintage store.
This is crazy. If anyone has any options, let me know. The stuff I ordered probably isn't gonna get here on time, so.
This is like professional victim. I am someone who cannot shop in most clothing stores because I'm 4'11". All the clothes are too long for me. I have to go online and buy the petite versions because, as a reminder, petite is only a reference to height, not weight. So technically you can be a petite obese person, which is kind of funny. You have eaten yourself to the point where you can't fit into what normal standard clothes are. So you cannot shop where the vast majority of the clothes there are normal standard clothes. And it's so goofy to me because there are so many brands who cater to plus size people. They have clothing that will fit you. They go up to like, what does Torrid go up to? A 6X? Which is even bigger than a normal 6X, if I'm not mistaken. The lack of personal responsibility and extreme ownership is insane. Like you brought this upon yourself. I kind of give her props though for posting this on Instagram because Instagram is ruthless compared to TikTok. I think TikTok has more, I don't know, soft people. Instagram is cutthroat. If you want to grow your thick skin, post on Instagram. Someone said, girls, stop blaming everyone and everything else. There are literal stores for plus size clothes. Stop expecting the world to cater to you. I wish overweight people who have been overweight most of life, a lot of them felt what it's like to be a normal, healthy weight at least once. So they strive to have it forever. Exactly. And then someone said, I wish you weren't a dick because I really like your work. What part of that is being a dick? Wanting people to experience life in a normal sized, healthy sized body is being a dick. How's that being? Stupid. You're supposed to lose weight, sis. That easy. Fair. What am I supposed to do? She said, it's wild you took the time to type that. It's wild that you took the time to record this, acting like a professional victim in a store that has clothes for 99% of the population. And you posted it online. Like, what do you expect? A victim card. Yeah, when I was an extra small, there are usually like 3 to 6 clothing options I can pick up from. They mostly have large, extra large, and double extra large. Exactly. When I went to Old Navy, first of all, they're doing like vanity sizing now, which is extremely frustrating because my normal size at Old Navy is a 2. I went there, the 2s fit like a 6 or an 8. So I had to grab a 00, but there's only one single pair of jeans at Old Navy that were a 00, and they're too long because I am petite. Did I post a video about it and cry about it? No. I tried them on. Okay, I guess I'm a 00 in Old Navy now. And then you order the jeans online. I hate to bring a little reality here, but no one cares.
No one cares!
I don't even remember these. I saved all of these a while ago. I think back in November.
Here are.
So this says, sorry if you hear the landscaping outside. 3 benefits of being fat.
3 benefits of being fat. If you're tired of only hearing why it's so awful to be fat, then listen up. Hey, I'm Vinny, aka Fierce Fatty, and I help people unlearn anti-fat bias so they can live.
I love all the fat activists who have like fierce in their name. Fierce fat fatties. The fatty femme fat fierce fat. What's the podcast one called? I don't remember. Fierce fat femmes.
Without shame and be a fat ally. Understanding that there are benefits.
What is a fat ally? What?
Being fat is going to chip away at that anti-fat bias that we all have in our brains.
I do not want to get rid of my anti-fat bias because being fat is not healthy. We should all strive to be healthy. Am I saying treat fat people badly? No. Am I saying discriminate against them because of their fatness? No, I'm not saying that. Don't put words in my mouth. But I am anti-fat in the sense of I want everyone to be a healthy body size. Does that mean thin or skinny? No. You don't have to be thin or skinny to be healthy.
By the way, there are many benefits to being fat. We're going to start with just 3.
Oh, tell me.
Number 1, you get to be in community with fat people. It's a fat community. Not only is being in community with fat people virtually or in person filled with so much joy and fun and laughter and fat goodness, but also
do you guys like share recipes or?
Protects our mental health and helps us stop internalizing anti-fat beliefs. Number 2.
Oh yes, let's surround ourselves in an echo chamber of people who are also unhealthy as fuck.
We are incredible and resilient. If you're a fat...
What? Being fat is the opposite of being resilient because chances are, and this is what happened to me, is when I was fat, I was coping with my emotions with food and alcohol. That's not resilience. No. That is me not being able to handle my emotions, which is the opposite of being resilient.
Person, then it's highly likely that you've experienced shame, bullying, exclusion, being judged left, right, and center. All
Exclusion? I thought you have fat groups of friends. What are you talking about?
because of your body. And guess what? You survived. And to me, that is incredible. And so you've had to, unfortunately, learn to be resilient. Number 3, fat people are easy to find in a crowd.
What? Look at her face. I got you, bitch. She said fat people are easy to find in a crowd, and that's a positive? Question mark? You want to be spotted like that?
Lost your friend at a concert. If they're fat, they're going to be way easier to spot in a sea of straight-sized bodies. If you'd like the full list of all the benefits, you can go check out my podcast, the Fierce Fatty Podcast, episode 100.
Oh, maybe we should check out her podcast. If you're at a show or a concert or a rave and you lost your friend, you get your water bottle like this, and then you turn on your flashlight. I won't do it because it's not a water bottle. You go like this and you hold it up, and then it illuminates the water bottle. Or put an air tag on your friend. This is goofy. Let's see her. Let's look at her account. Oh, this is good. Helping people unlearn anti-fat bias. TEDx speaker. Apparently that actually holds no weight because anyone can do TEDx talks. Oh, this hippo is cute. I used to do cross stitch. Maybe I should start doing that again. When thin people write fat characters. Okay, let's see. Entertain me. Oh, where's audio?
Because this is the issue that we're trying to work on.
That didn't have any audio to it. Whatever. Okay, let's go back. Okay, this says, just a reminder that kids in larger bodies deserve all the same foods as those in genetically thinner bodies. Bitch. Some bodies are just big. Some bodies are small. Some bodies are short. Some bodies are tall. Okay, fucking Dr. Seuss. When someone comes to me worried about their kids' food preferences for sweet or savory foods, I often ask them, would you still be worried about this if they lived in a thinner body? The answer is most often no. Yeah, no shit, because if your kid keeps eating junk food like this, they're going to keep getting fatter and fatter and fatter. Children are not genetically fat. They're fat because their parents are feeding them too much, or they have gone through some sort of trauma where their coping skills is hiding food and sneaking food. Children should not be fat. Human beings should not be fat. Kids in larger bodies, you mean overweight? Exactly. I know I'm late to this, but preach, queen. Shut up. Genetically thinner, LML. This post is wild. We are not supporting obesity, sorry. Teach yourself and your kid healthy habits, period. This post has nothing to do with supporting obesity. Yes, it does though. Because you're talking about kids that are in larger bodies. Yeah, you want to know who else talks about that? The fat acceptance movement. Translation, I'd like no consequences for my action, please. Period. She said, why would you set up a troll account with 0 posts and followers? You have too much time on your hands. Get wrecked. They should be given the same exercise too. Just say you overfeed your kids junk food. Exactly. That's so freaking goofy.
Interesting.
Okay, this is from a lady called Dr. Rachel Milner.
Frustrating. I am finding it particularly
Why is she giving me Jacqueline Adon vibes?
interesting/frustrating. The number of people I see wanting to talk about the so-called rise in the O word over the last
Obesity. It's not a cuss word. It is not a slur. It is a medical term. Obesity. People are like, obesity is a slur. It's like the N-word. You're stupid. If you think the word obese is like anywhere in the same freaking realm of the N-word, you're dumb. Like, actually stupid.
50 plus years and talk about the environment and fail to mention the rise in number of people dieting over the last 50 years, and that the most predictable outcome of dieting is weight gain.
Yes, because you guys are doing it wrong. You're doing crash diets. You're doing something for a few weeks. You're eating very, very low calorie. You're cutting out all carbs. And then you stop and you go back to your old eating habits. And guess what? Since you've been restricting yourself in not the positive way, not the good way, you're going to keep eating the foods you're eating, but even more. So yes, of course you're going to lose, or of course you're going to gain weight. I always say, ask the people who have lost any type of substantial amount of weight and who have kept it off. Hello, I've lost over 50 pounds, which was over 30% of my body weight back in 2020, and I've kept it off. It's a lifestyle change. You have to change your lifestyle. I did not go on a diet. I've never done a diet. No, I changed the things that I eat, changed my portion sizes. I'm more active now.
Then they want to respond to the so-called rise in the O word by
Obesity.
putting people on diets.
Yeah, I think most medical doctors don't really, they don't really know much about nutrition and how to lose body fat and how to keep it off. So you might need to find an actual professional or a coach that can help you with that. But yeah, responding to obesity with more dieting, it's not going to work. Okay, this is the same woman. Them. Avoid perimenopause and menopause weight gain, especially in your belly. Well, yeah, okay. Also them. Wear a weighted vest because building muscle is so important during perimenopause. Well, first of all, wearing a weighted vest is not going to help you build muscle. In order to build muscle and to build bone density, which I say this all the time, after the age of 30, the loss rate of our muscle mass and bone density is high, especially in women, especially when we do go through perimenopause and menopause, because our drop in estrogen makes our bones brittle, weak. And if you're not lifting, you're not maintaining muscle, you're not building muscle. But in order to build muscle and build bone density, you need a certain amount of force on the bone and on the muscle, and weighted vests are not going to do that. If anything, they might help maintain what you already have, but you need to be strength training. I'm sorry, if you are a woman, men too, but mostly, like, especially women, you have to be strength training, practicing progressive overload. This is the only way, this is the only and the best way to build muscle, maintain muscle, build bone density, maintain bone density. This weighted vest shit is just another trend. Like, is it bad? No. As long as you're using the right size vest and you're not wearing it all the time, it's fine, but it's not going to do anything significant. And then she says, so you're saying having more weight on your body is protective during perimenopause and menopause. God, she's so fucking stupid. Yes, having more muscle mass and higher bone density is going to protect yourself in perimenopause and menopause. They're not talking about fucking body fat, especially visceral fat. That is what kills you. This is what gives you type 2 diabetes. This is why your knee cartilage is ground to dust. They're talking about muscle and bone density, not body fat. Good God. It's so stupid. It's like they're intentionally being dense. They're being intentionally obtuse. I love that word, obtuse. Okay, so the comment says, girl, people comment bad stuff about you because they're literally worried about your health. You ain't gonna make it long. And then this is a man actually responding. I need to go find some more male fat acceptance and make my own video about them, because I think that would be fun. But also, there really aren't many of them.
Okay, this comment is in response to a photo of this bad bitch who's just living her life, showing herself some self-love and minding her own business. In order to make
How is she showing herself self-love?
It's like these, you have to believe that fat folks are diseased and inherently sick.
Okay, here's the thing. This is why I was actually talking about this with my coach Paula yesterday or the day before. Obese people, like in the fat acceptance community, not all obese people. I don't think all obese people think like this, obviously. I think the vast majority of them know, like they get it, they understand what's going on, but they don't like the word obese or obesity because obesity is a disease. You cannot argue this. If you get mad at that, we do not care. Obesity is a disease. Now, that is not saying if you have obesity, I'm not saying you are a disease or you are diseased. It's not like your arm is like hanging off from like gangrene or something. No, that's not what anyone is saying. So stop trying to be offended by everything.
Due to their body fat, which is demonstrably untrue. Yes, there are lots of unhealthy behaviors that could also lead to weight gain, but those same behaviors are performed by thin folks all the time, and we don't.
Oh, shut up. All those unhealthy habits, guess what? People shame thin people for doing it too. If a thin person is eating nothing but ultra-processed foods, I will happily call them out. But the thing is, they're not eating enough ultra-processed foods to gain body fat. And if they keep eating like that, and they keep eating more than what they expend, then they will.
systematically discriminate against them. Second of all, even if it were true that fatness were an illness, you have to believe that fat folks are not entitled to the same social and legal protections as the rest of us.
They do have the same legal protections. I don't know about social protections, but that's just how society is.
People do this all the time, saying really mean things to fat people because they're worried about their health. But even if they were unhealthy, talking shit to them is the same thing as walking up to someone with crutches, kicking them out from under them and saying, I'm just worried about your health.
I mean, that part's fair. There's no need to be unnecessary, there's no need to be rude and mean to fat people, but you can call them out if they're talking about fat acceptance rhetoric. But calling people out isn't mean. This comment says, fat folks don't own thin folks their health, especially when it's thin folks' idea of health. I mean, you kind of do when we have shared healthcare cost. If we didn't have shared healthcare costs, I probably wouldn't even be talking about this because my tax dollars, lots of tax dollars, go to treating people who have chronic illnesses that are driven by their lifestyle. How is that fair? That's not fair.
I went to a fat...
So a bunch of people sent me this. I have not watched it yet, so we'll see.
person conference. It was crazy. Let's check it out. We are at Philly Fat Con. What is Philly Fat Con, you ask?
Philly Fat Con is really the first convention of its kind, made by plus-size fat people for fat people.
Okay.
Here, you're in a space.
So what is your idea of fat? Because this girl in the blue leggings, she doesn't, I mean, yeah, she is fat, but she's like she doesn't even fall on the fat scale. Do they weigh you to get in? Like, what is the cutoff here?
Build community with other people who understand your lived experience, who want to meet you, commune with you, and get a chance to know you.
I wonder what it smells like in there. BO and processed meats.
Build community.
No surprise, it's mostly women here. I'd say for what, like every 15 women, it's one guy. What made you want to come to Philly Fat Con 2020?
Why is he yelling at her?
I think just being in a creative space with like people who can celebrate our bodies.
When you become a certain size, it definitely...
Why? What is it? I don't understand the whole, oh, we're going to celebrate our bodies. For what? What are you celebrating? Gluttony? The fact that you can put down an entire pepperoni pizza by yourself with garlic knots? What is there to celebrate?
Becomes a part of your identity. Once you're overweight for a certain amount of time, at a certain amount of size...
Yes, and that's a problem. If anything you attach to your identity, you're going to have a very hard time getting rid of it. This is why I say when you're starting out on your fitness and health journey, you need to identify with being someone who is healthy. You're not someone, oh, I'm going to try, I'm just going to try to be healthy. Instead of you trying to like pretend to be healthy, you tell yourself, I am a healthy person. What would a healthy person do? And then you do those things. You tell yourself, I am a gym girl. I am a gym guy. I am a girl or a woman or a man who cares about their health. I am someone who values my sleep. I'm someone who values my nutrition. This is who I am. And if you tell yourself this and you start behaving in those ways, you become that person. So if you're like, I am a fat person, you're going to continue to do the habits that got you to being fat in the first place, and you're going to stay being fat.
It really becomes part of just who you are. That's how you see yourself, even if you lose the weight. What made you come to Philly Fat Con 2025?
As a fat activist, I want community, and this is the place to be for community.
What's a fat activist?
I'm going to create an anti-fat activist club, and we're going to have meetups like this too.
Someone who wants people to understand kind of the impacts of weight stigma and just having a larger body and what it means to kind of move around in the world.
What made you want to come
You're not doing much moving around in the world. Sorry.
to Philly Fat Con 2025?
I came for the environment, being around like-minded people, being around people that are same as me, struggle with the same things, and figure out best way to live life.
Community.
Yeah.
The best way to live life, if you're this big, is to lose weight and develop healthier habits.
Community.
Did you have a good time?
I did, yeah, and I'll be here tomorrow.
Awesome.
What about you?
No, I have to go. It was fun though. Bro, it's so cool that there's a community for people to get together of like-minded individuals, but
Is he at the airport? He better buy at least 2 seats.
I don't know if this is where I should be, being completely honest. I don't want to be fat. So should I go to
Good.
the fat conference where people are talking
Good
about-
for him.
Loving yourselves for being fat? Should I love myself for where I'm at? You know what I mean? Or should
I think you should love yourself in the sense of not treating yourself badly, not talking badly about yourself, because that is not helpful. You're not going to make change. You're not going to hate yourself into a better, healthier body. You're going to love yourself into a healthier body. You have to make that decision. I am worthy enough. I am valuable enough to be healthy, to lose weight. Because no, if you are this big, if you are obese, you're overweight, obese, whatever, you are not treating yourself with love and respect. And you should, right? Like, why shouldn't you?
pushing and going harder and not accepting who I am to get to eventually where I want to go? I don't know. If you have any advice, please let me know in the comments.
Jesus Christ, enough. I assume it's held on the ground level. Oh my God. I bet the food there is fire. A Jamaican man's dream. Should I throw a skinny con? Oh my God, that's Liv. No, Liv. Can we have a BrokeCon conference? If I had an addiction, I wouldn't hang out with people that were still using. That's just me though. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. Loving yourself means caring enough to improve your health. End sentence, full stop. Spot on. It's okay to go and celebrate who you are and realize you need to change. Yep. I'm fat. This is not cool. Torta pounders, all you can eat buffet gang. Oh my God. FatCon is the wildest shit I've ever heard of. Stay far away from there. Dr. Now. I heard that he's retiring. Y'all should meet up at the gym. Can skinny people go to FatCon? Is there a weight requirement to get in? See? That's so funny. Okay, this says plus size traveling problems, chub rub and chafing, tight turnstiles and barriers. If you need to walk sideways to get into something, you have a problem. Chairs with arms, small airplane bathrooms, not being able to buy souvenirs in your size. Oh my God, imagine going to a country where the average person is small and then complaining about not being able to find something in a 4XL. Hotel spa robes and towels don't fit. Chairs that leave bruises and marks. Oh, good God. Uncomfortable tiny plane seats. The seats are not tiny, you are just gargantuan. Public bathrooms with no space. Checking weight limits on things. Oh my God. Tray tables that don't go down. Good Lord. Beds with slats. These are all things I quite literally never think about. Although I may come across problems, as a plus size traveler, I don't regret a single day of travel. My confidence has grown and I've had some incredible experiences. Well, the experiences would be better if you lost like 100 pounds. Well, actually more, she's quite large. These are just all things that can be solved with a very simple solution. Simple, not easy. Good Lord. Yeah, Instagram comments are always spot on. Not being able to fit into a chair with arms should be a major wake-up call. Is it me that doesn't fit anywhere? No, it's the world that's wrong. I'm all for body positivity. I'm a bit chunky myself, but come on, these problems are caused by you. It's unhealthy, just like I do. Oh, you know it's unhealthy, just like I do. Lose weight, problem solved. The chairs aren't tiny, just a hint. Oh, are you looking for empathy for your unhealthy choices? Exactly. Yeah, millions of starving children around the world, and yet this is what we're supposed to empathize with? How about you lose some weight, stop complaining, the world does not revolve around you. Spot on. Someone said not hating, but at what point do you say I've had enough? I.e., when do you hit bottom? And then the original creator said, why would you assume I'm near bottom? Because I'm fat. Because you can't fit in a fucking chair. You have to walk sideways to get through the little ticket thing. And then she responded, your quality of life is low. My quality of life is great. Currently spending 6 weeks in Japan exploring every day with my gorgeous girlfriend. And then someone said, you are on the internet complaining about every aspect, so obviously it's not great. That's so funny. Okay, so this one says, have you tried dieting? Really tried. And then you swipe, and then she put all of the all the fad diets, of course. And then she posts the cycle, the diet restriction, deprivation, breaking the diet rules, feeling guilty, and hinging, feeling guilty, unhappy with weight, and then diet restrict. Yeah, this is a cycle. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't need any of these things. You don't need fad diets. You need to change your lifestyle. You do not need to go on a diet to lose body fat. You simply need to eat less calories than you burn. That is it. You can technically do that with any food. You just have to be willing to track it. And then she has the comments turned off. Her caption says, there's this idea that plus size people need to diet in order to achieve the elusive health standard that everyone has for them. Again, no, you don't have to diet. You just need to eat less and be consistent. And you're most likely not going to be consistent when you're on a fad diet, obviously. There's this idea that a plus size person who disagrees with the dieting model of health is somehow anti-health and pro-obesity. The binary thinking is breathtaking. I agree with her here. The idea that any person who disagrees with the dieting model is anti-health. I believe I am against the traditional dieting model, like in this image, but I am pro-health and anti-obesity. So I do agree with what she's saying in that sentence. Plus size people can be pro-health and address personal private health concerns without jumping into Plus size people can be pro-health and address personal private health concerns without jumping into an unmediated calorie deficit that leaves your body freaking out and ending in a hinge restrict cycle. It reminds me of Glitter and Bagels, where she says her body is overwhelmed and freaking out. Your body knows what it's doing. Your body is not stupid. Being in a normal calorie deficit for a few months is not going to freak out your body, especially if you're getting in the proper nutrients. You will be fine. I promise. Anti-diet is not equal to anti-health. I agree with that. And it doesn't even mean anti-weight loss. There are plenty of people who are on positive, gentle weight loss journeys that don't look like insane fad diets. And we just really need to get our heads out of our A and stop thinking so one-dimensionally. And lastly, F random DMs like this. Yeah, I mean, I mostly agree with what she's saying here. I just still want to hammer in, you don't need to do a diet to lose body fat, and your calorie deficit does not have to be egregious, and you don't have to suffer through it. And also, yes, don't DM people. Have you ever tried dieting? Really tried? It's pointless. Also, I don't believe she got that message. Well, maybe. But content creators are known, not all of them, but some of them are known to write their own messages to themselves just for content, which may or may not be the case. Okay, so I found this, and I would remember how I would tell you guys about my order from Starbucks as a high schooler? This is basically what it was. Now, it wasn't the caramel crunch, but it was just a normal caramel frappuccino, but I'm not exaggerating. This is basically what it looked like. Her nails are so cute. They're very blingy. I'm impressed that she can do that at Starbucks. I low-key want to get a job at Starbucks or a coffee house just to learn how to make all of them. I think that would be fun. Caramel syrup, ice, coffee syrup. Oh, it's not even, what? Coffee syrup? Does that make it taste more like coffee? I had no idea. And she's blending it. Look at all that caramel, yum. I love caramel so much. Whipped cream. Yum, more caramel. Yes, extra, 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 extra. I don't want to see anything except for caramel. That looks so good. My pancreas is screaming, even me looking at it. Someone said she forgot the crunch. Acrylics, milk over the line, caramel syrup instead of dark caramel crunch topping. Oh, they didn't like how she made it? Whatever. I don't care. That's the incorrect caramel for the caramel ribbon crunch. I don't drink those, so. I think, is that everything? What is this? Why did I save this? Don't bench without a spotter. Oh, he smushed his head. Did I save that because of the Anna video? Because she almost, maybe that is why. Because there's a video of Anna glitter and lasers benching, and she almost did that. Oh, he's lucky he didn't like break his freaking nose. That's crazy. Yeah, if you're benching and you're going to fail, instead of going up and trying to re-rack it on the hooks right here, just let it gently fall onto your chest. And if you're not lifting a lot, which most people, are not a bad thing, the weight is not going to be so heavy where it's going to crush you. Now, if you're benching like 3, 4, 5 plates, obviously, you know this advice does not apply to you. But if you are benching lighter weight, let it, once the bar starts coming down like that, you know you're going to fail, which is fine. Also, by the way, failing lifts is completely normal, to be expected. That's how you know you're trying. But you let it gently fall to your chest, and then you roll it down to your hips, and then you sit up, and then you can pick up the weight and put it on the ground. Or you can just wait there with the bar on your chest and look around, and then someone will come and save you. But yeah, don't try to re-rack it on the pins right there, because that can happen. That's scary. Very scary. Oh, my phone's at 12%. That is lovely. Oh man. All right. That was a fast video, you guys. I really need to, what time is it? It's 11:28. I need to edit this, and I need to start packing my stuff and moving upstairs. So yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to Balasa for sponsoring this video. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate them so much. Please check out my channel memberships, my merch. Again, Holiday 25 saves you 25%. My habit tracker, which gives you access to my Discord. Remember to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not already. Comment your thoughts down below, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.